I'm gonna check my audio real quick. I already have the music thing up, but I'm not gonna say for what until I can make sure that you can hear me. As you can see, I'm recording on my Macintosh, and that's why you can see the glare, because Macintosh likes to, you know, get with the program and show all the, glare and junk. No, I'm just playing with you. You're gonna hear my cat scratching the door in the background. Sorry for that. I can't let her in because, this is... 1 minute. Okay, so you can't hear me. Sorry. Usually I have that under control where I can just check it real quick, but whatever. Okay, so... Hello, what is going on, guys? I know I haven't streamed in a little bit. It's looking like from now on, Fridays aren't gonna really be streaming, or if they are, they're gonna be short. Real quick, I turned the music off, like usual, and just wanted to show you that before we get into the game. I don't have it on, and I don't own any music. Yes. Okay, well, and don't worry, my cat's fine. My problem is I have styrofoam in my room right now I need to get rid of, and I don't want her spreading it everywhere because she started to scratch at it. So my cat is fine. She just gonna make a mess if she gets in here. My dogs are in here because they don't really go crazy about scratching stuff. So if you hear them, I'm sorry. And let's get rolling. So, a little clarification on where I've been. I'm just gonna be playing this while I talk. So I got Super Hot. It's on sale right now on PlayStation. It's 10 bucks, so an amazing deal. It's usually 20. I picked it up with some birthday money. Um, it's pretty fun. I'm not too, well, at least I think I'm about halfway, maybe more. But, yeah, I'm just gonna be playing this in the background. What? Where'd the gun go? Like, I know there's one right there, but I think this is out of ammo. Where'd the, that got, whatever. So, got Super Hot. The reason why I didn't stream, I think I didn't do a stream on Friday. No, I did. I think that's when I started talking with JTP. Like there, see, he's holding a gun. Oh. You thought. You thought. Huh? The shovel just... Oh, it broke because I killed him. Okay. So... Oh. Basically... Some, clarification. If you don't know, or maybe you're watching this and you don't live in the US, or I guess they have, I'm pretty sure they have something like Memorial Day in other countries, but as far as I know for sure, if you're not in the US, there's a weekend called Memorial Weekend where we remember the fallen soldiers. That's something that really peeves me is people will go up to, well, I guess it doesn't peeve me when they, thank actual alive ones, but it peeves me when they say Happy Memorial Day. It just, that's not the meaning of Memorial Day, but that's, basically, it was Memorial Weekend, and if you don't know that, Memorial Day weekend basically gives people, you know, some time. They'll take off and they'll go to, like, you know, cemeteries and thank fallen, you know, warriors and junk. And I'm not saying, like, I appreciate the people who fight for me. That's not what I'm reflecting on. I just wanted to explain. Basically, because of that, a whole bunch of us had time off. So we decided to, you know, do a little get together. That's why I didn't do my streaming, was because I was, you know, destroying and shooting guns and lighting off firework this weekend. So, and I just was really sore on Monday. That's why I didn't even get on Monday. I was just too tired. But, oh! Oh. Basically, that's really it. I just wasn't able to stream on Monday. Like, I literally couldn't even walk correctly. Oh no. But, that's really about it. I just wasn't able to play. Just didn't feel like streaming. I'm going through some mental stuff right now, but, you know, no real problems. I'm fine. I actually built better relationships with my friends, which was really, really relieving, because, you know, I wanted his pistol. I hate that. Oh. Oh my god. Sorry, I really love this game. I get so invested into it, that's why it's hard to talk. So, you're gonna see my skill. I wouldn't call that skill, because I pretty much just waited for it all to be over. That I was trying to talk, but I couldn't because, you know, streaming. Something I haven't asked yet before I get into today's video is, how are you guys doing? I think I usually try to at least include that. And, I haven't said it. So how are you guys doing today? I am doing fine. Nothing, can't deal with. It's been alright. But, basically, I just chilling. I have a math assignment due tomorrow. I'm sure a decent amount of you, sorry, probably understand what I'm going through. I hate a friggin' math. Sorry, I said that wrong. I don't think math is a big problem. That's not why I'm dealing with some mental stuff right now. I'm not gonna act like doing math is the worst thing in the world, no. By that I meant like, hey, that anyone else going through some annoying math situations where now they have to figure out, 'cause my teacher has taken off so many days during this unit, and yes, I know some of you are lucky and are already out of school, but, you know, no need to rub it in, okay? Oh my god, what is going on? Oh, I don't even know what, I knew what was happening, I just didn't know how to execute it properly. Can I just... Oh, and there goes my only weapon. Okay, hello there. later? Oh, wow, how cute. Oh, you have a gun. Whoa, that's so awesome. Later. Oh, I'm fired. Oh, wow, I'm so sorry. I don't know how this could have happened. God darn it. Oh, wait a minute. I think I can live longer doing the exact same thing. Alright, well, so let me get into today's video. I'm sorry that I keep rambling. I probably, after I finish the game, if I'm able to restart or just do the missions without having to like erase data, I'll probably do that. I'll probably just do a long stream of me barely even talking, but because I just love this game and I feel like it's really interesting to watch because it's an action-packed game. Yeah, that was I was not getting out of that one. Alright, well, so basically what I wanted to talk about was my school. Since I'm getting out of it soon, I felt that it's fitting to talk about it. I mean, I'm not out of school, like, I'm not graduating high school yet, or college. I'm switching schools right now, and that is also not my mental problems right now. I don't care about that. I wanted to talk about this survey that my school did. Now, I'm not gonna talk about, you know, what school I'm going to, because I don't need a bunch of perverts tracking me down. Okay, I know I have a sexy, silky, smooth voice, but you know, I can't have my name ruined. You see, I gotta keep it on the down low. So, if you all could just keep off of that, that would be fine. Thank you. So basically, I there goes my chance at winning. Here, let me go take my neighbors. There you go. Oh my god, I put myself in a horrible scenario. Alright, so I have this little survey that they want me to take. This isn't gonna be a long stream. Like I said, I got a math assignment as well as why is that shatter? Okay, that didn't even touch. Are you kidding me? Oh! There's no way! Oh no. Oh no. Give me the gun! Give me the gun! Oh! Okay, come on. Whoa! Did I hit him? I don't think I did. I'm fired. Now, isn't that a little rude? I'm using stupid game mechanics to my abilities. Now, if this is what my dad deals with at work, then who? Sign me up if this is how I get fired. Like, I'm sorry if, like, my okay. I'm gonna start reading up the list. I'm not gonna ramble like I usually do. I'm sorry, today I gotta keep it more efficient. For those of you who like me rambling, please check out other videos. Today is not the video. I'm actually really annoyed right now. That is awesome. I'm trying to get it up on my Chromebook because I don't have it on anything else right now. Oh no, I don't think it's saved it. Oh, it's gonna be annoying if I don't have my answers. But it's just a dot thing. So, here it is. Basically, that I wasn't reading it, so yeah, I'd like more details. Uh-huh, yeah. No way. Okay, but I just got fired. How do I get to? You're not my boss. I haven't gone to the newspapers yet. This isn't Indeed. Also, I would go check them out. This is not a sponsored video, but Indeed has, you know, got my family out of a pickle before. So, I'll go check them out for sure. Are you kidding me? How'd that... Okay, so, basically, the first question goes, and throughout the year, you know, most schools have counselors. They basically would talk with us, about stuff. I'm online, so, you know, it was just a Zoom call, but they talk about, like, oh, this is how to see depression and stuff, and all that junk, which I'm gonna get into this video why I feel like they didn't execute it very well. But, until then, I'm going... You shot my gun! Hey, that's no fair, it's nerf for nothing! Quite frankly, they deserve nothing. You seem that you have lost your manners. Why don't you call your mother? Your mom says she don't want your gun. Dude, she says that any kid of hers that doesn't use Nerf guns is nothing. Alright, well, so, first question goes, I have a healthy balance of mental, social, and emotional, and physical well-being. Well, for this answer, I put strong disagree. My mental state I deal with on my own. As you've seen in videos, I ramble on, but to me that's sort of a therapy session. It's just stuff that I actually think about, and it really helps me, you know, cope with anything I'm going through. Social was mostly why I answered no. Was, my problem is, I don't have a good social. Like, okay, I have social things, and I think what this, like, you know, test was trying to do was trying to get them, like, bonus points. You know what I mean? Like, you know how people will have you take stuff, but they won't tell you why? I genuinely believe that they, basically we're trying to use this as like a way to be like, oh, we did this for them, we taught them how to do this. But in hindsight, they didn't teach me anything that I didn't either already know, or stuff that I really, I don't know, they didn't teach me well. So, and this is what I'm going to be going over. I know that I've been rambling, but that's just how I talk, I guess. So, the social. They never taught us how to be more social, as well as all of the friends that I have haven't even been from stuff that they taught me how to do. It's always been from me being me. And I know that that may sound like, oh, you're just one of them people who are like, oh, just be yourself. But in a way that is actually technically true. First of all, if you are fake, and by fake I mean if you do not, you know, act yourself, you, in a way, are either going to end up with people who don't actually, like, fit your needs, as well as if you aren't being real, you're never going to make, well, I mean, you may make friends that are good friends, but, like, it's just better in a way, and some people may be going through life and being like, well, I've tried being real and it just isn't working. But, my problem with that is, given enough time, you will find someone, and if it takes you being, like, a little bit, you know, untruthful for a little bit, or just not even coming out fully, you know, clear, that's fine, as long as you just make sure that your key values, continue to rise. So they didn't help me with my social, you know, life. They just I pretty much figured out a lot of these things on this list by myself, or like I sought out wisdom from deeper paths in a way from myself. I don't know how to describe it, but I've never really taken other people's lessons to teach me how to get something or get. I'm not very good at explaining this. It's been a rough weekend, but I'm just gonna do my best. So basically, and I'm not trying to say I've been a lone wolf, because I haven't, but I'm trying to say I've never really needed any of the lessons, because usually I get to the lessons by myself before I, talk with someone about them. So being myself didn't come from like people. That came from me just learning that it's a lot better for myself if I just be myself. Because I've met a lot of good friends that way. And personally, I've had some of my best times with people who I met through being myself. So social, no. Emotional, I do need some help with my emotions, but I usually am able to keep them under wraps. And sort of, in a way, talking with you guys is sort of a, emotional release, because you guys, to you, it may be nothing. It may just be like another, talk. To me, this is like something I don't really get often, and I'll get into that probably later. But let's move on, because I don't want to stick like 15 minutes on the first question. Physical well-being. I actually have been improving on my, physical health. Literally all weekend I've been running around doing like heavy jobs. Like I moved a bunch of trees. I mean, and no, I did these all on my own, like, you know, conscious. I haven't ever really, been forced to do heavy lifting, but I would if I needed to. Basically, I've been working out. This weekend I got a lot of cardio in. That's one of the things I can't really do at home. But I got a really good amount. Like, I literally wasn't able to use my legs the next day, so I think that it was a really good workout for me. So I think most of those are fine, but like I've already said, I never learned those from like the counselors or people at school. I learned those mostly from myself, because no one's forcing me to work out, and usually you shouldn't be forced to work out, but there's times where people need help with it, and people like force them to so they can, stay in shape. But I'm just doing it because it makes me feel better when, I don't look horrible. So I have confidence in my ability to succeed. I have very strong confidence. I mean, literally, I've been out of class so much today because I'm like so easily. And the way I'm trying to explain it is, I'm a really fast learner at a lot of things. That's why I'm able to do, like, spend more time doing, like, gaming and junk, is because I have so much time from how fast I'm able to succeed. I feel like, given the chance, I could make something great. I would just need the resources. And, to succeed in my eyes is just to, not really die. And by that, people might be like, oh, that's easy. Technically, no, it's not. Because to survive, you gotta have money, and to get money, you have to survive. So it's sort of something that goes hand in hand. That's just how I look at it. So I'm fine with my ability to succeed, but, like, again, they didn't teach me how to succeed. I'm just, like, dealing with it. So I feel like I belong in my school. I strongly disagree. And the reason why I say that isn't because of teachers or bullies, because I do stick up for myself. But the thing is it's not really like, okay, I don't feel like I belong because and I'm sure this is with a lot of schools. There are a lot of there's just a lot of different groups, and a lot of them aren't very accepting. Like, they'll just make fun of you for no fucking reason, and I hate it, but you know, it's just gonna happen in life, I guess. So I don't really feel like I belong there. And the reason why I say that is, when I say I feel like I belong, I mean I feel like, you know, I'm welcome. Like, I can joke around with the people. I don't have to feel like I always have to watch my back, because literally in my school, there's so many fights at one point. Literally, they had to lock down people walking in the halls without, like, someone else. And it was just annoying because these kids, at least, like, I'm not promoting fighting in school. I think it's stupid to do that sort of stuff. But what I mean by this is, I sort of wish that if I'm gonna have to, you know, like, if something's gonna impose on my on my day-to-day life, then I at least want to be, like, I'm sorry. If I'm gonna have to... Huh? Okay, if I'm gonna have to, like, have my normal life impaired, then you best believe that it better be some show. Like, I don't know about you guys, but I'm always the thing where it's like, if I'm not getting something worth it out of it, then I'm gonna be really pissed off. And that's really how it was, because, you know, I didn't get anything out of it. People just fought, and it was really stupid. So I'm gonna move on, because there's a decent amount of questions left, and I want to get through as many of them before my Chromebook dies. I understand that post-secondary education and a lifelong learning are necessary for long-term career success. I'm not gonna, you know, dwell too much on this, because, I mean, I just put I strongly agree, because education is important. I really don't agree with people who say that it doesn't, because I would love to see where they think that, you know, education is ever not worth it, because in my eyes, education is when you're learning something. And sometimes, yes, there's like times where you won't learn something in school, but to me that's not education, because they're not educating you on anything. They're just, you know, not really teaching you. Education is supposed to mean you're learning something. So I said that yes, education is important. So let's see. I have gathered evidence and considered multiple perspectives to establish a career goal. I'm not sure, but my main goal is I want to go into the Marines after either high school or before. I'm going to do that, and then I want to get my life set up using the money from that, because I do think college is important, but I don't know. I've wanted to serve my country more than I've wanted to go to college, because sometimes it's like, and I'm sure I just gotta meet the right person to, like, show me that college is actually worth it. But till now, it's just never been my goal. I wanted to come out of Marines, and then, you know, do whatever after that. I want to get me a nice, respectable job, want to get me a nice house. And then, yeah, that's really all I want to do after, you know, school. Because I feel like that's a very, you know, doable goal. That's why I'm doing good in high school, so when I go into whatever branch of the military, because it could very well always change, but when I go in, I want to, what's it called? I want to have the highest odds of, you know, whatever it is I want to choose, so that's why I've been working hard to, you know, keep my grades up. And yeah, so that's my, you know, career goal, pretty much. I have a long and short-term academic goals for myself, and I did look this up because I wanted to make sure that I had the right idea in mind of what this is trying to ask. And what it is I have, you know, means to, you know, for the, basically it's asking like, hey, do you have goals for after high school to, you know, college and junk like that? Basically it's asking if, you know, you're gonna do any sort of learning. And now I know their main target of this question was to, you know, see, oh, who's going into college? But really, technically what this means is, do I have plans on learning anything new after high school? And my immediate answer is obviously, if I stop learning, am I ever really going to make any of my goals? And yes, I guess high school, you know, I can still reach my Marine goal. But if I want a nice, respectable job, I gotta keep learning. If I want, you know, a nice set of friends, which I already have a nice set of friends, but if I wanna, you know, make more friends, how am I gonna do it if I'm not gonna learn anything new? So, that's my, and academic goals, you know, that doesn't just stand for, you know, school. That means, am I going to learn something? So, you know, maybe I could take up karate or something, or maybe I could take up drifting. Whatever it is that, you know, gets me learning something new counts as part of this question. So I have thought about it. I have effective coping skills when faced with a problem or stress. Now, the reason why I sort of hate this question is they're trying to directly say like, hey, what did you get from our thingamabobber? Basically, they're trying to promote themselves as, oh, we helped them with this. It's basically trying to say like, I never really needed help coping with stress. And my definition of help is like, I needed someone to, you know, take it off my shoulders. The help that I have always wanted was someone who I can trust that can listen. And that's what I'm trying to do right now, is I'm trying to get someone who I can trust. And now, most of you would say, well, why not your parents? It's just a little bit different for me in that sense. And I'm not saying I can't trust my parents, I'm just saying that it's like sort of hard for me to talk to my parents. So and they, you know, said that, oh, we could probably, you know, do something like therapy, but my problem is that's where the trust comes in. I really don't feel trust happening if I were to talk to a therapist. And the reason why is it's because they are paid to listen to you. And who says that afterwards, you know, they don't talk behind your back? And yes, if I had a friend who was really nice and would help me through it, they could always talk behind my back. But, you know, that's a risk I'm more willing to take than a psychiatrist or something, because, like, the psychiatrist isn't paid to keep her mouth shut. They're paid to, you know, just listen and give, you know, their feedback. Um, so I'd say, and I have really good, effective coping skills. And I'm not trying to be like, oh, I'm just so good, you know, nobody's ever been better. What I'm trying to say is I'm really self-taught in this department because they didn't do these sort of courses until like long after I actually needed them. And so I just started learning my own ways of, you know, coping with stress from, you know, school and friendships and relationships. So I'd say I have really good, you know, coping skills, especially in a problem or stress, but not from what they taught me. I use advocacy skills and I am able to assert myself when necessary. This, I had to look it up and I still have a problem wondering what this question is about. So one, this didn't really teach me, what's it called, anything, because I would know what advocacy and asserting myself means if they actually taught it to me. But they didn't, so I'm gonna research it up. I'm just gonna search up advocacy. Public support for a recommendation or... Okay, so it's asking, like, would I recommend stuff to people or assert myself as I think, like, you know, someone's in need or something. Basically, in advocacy, no. I don't really have too many things to, you know, recommend. But asserting myself, yes. And now that I'm saying this out loud, I sort of realize I do sort of have advocate skills as well as, you know, the asserting myself step, because I do. Like, literally this weekend, when I went to hang out, my, friend, not gonna name his name, because, you know, I haven't asked him. He's somewhere where he doesn't have good cell service right now, so I can't really call him up. But, he told me that he's dealing with some bullying issues, and he was asking for my advice on it, because, you know, I'm a tiny bit older. I'm not, you know, hyper older than him. He's, like, 13, so I'm only a couple years older, but, you know, if it can make someone have a different experience than mine, then I'd love to help. So it did work. Um, in the end, well, no, I don't know if it worked yet, because he hasn't gone back to his, you know, school, or at least I haven't heard about it yet. But, you know, I gave him some advice, so I'd say yes, I have good advocate skills, and I recommended him what he should do in this scenario, because, like, he legitimately needed help, and I guess it could work if he executes it right. So, I put strongly disagree. That's because I needed, you know, some different answers. I demonstrate empathy to others. I would say that I am really good at this. Now, this saying that I had for a little bit would not really describe this as something that I like that shows empathy, but basically there was this class where we had to basically we had to, you know, write about empathy, and they would teach us the definition of empathy. And basically what it came down to was, I said, you can't be empathetic without pathetic. And now that I realize that that's really not showing empathy, but in a way, the term empathy just didn't really stand out to me as an important one, because empathy to me has never really been something that I've had a lot of. a lot of my, I'm usually the one who's empathetic towards my friends to help them towards something, and I have had empathy before. I'm not soulless. I just, I don't know. Back when I made that quote, I didn't really feel like empathy was a real thing. And now I know it is real because I pretty much have to show it. It's my job as a good friend. And I think all people should show empathy. So I put strongly agree. I have positive and supportive relationship with students. I put strongly disagree. And here's why. The students that I have strong and positive relationships with was not from this program. And that's why I take offense to this program, is they're trying to teach you how to, in a way, just like I don't know, I think they're just trying to self-promote themselves as being like some crazy good, like, oh, we solved all these students' problems. But truly, they didn't solve any of mine. Um, and the reason why I say I do have, what's it called, like, good positive relationships, but not from the program, is because they never taught us how to, be good, like, friends to each other. They only taught us how to, quote unquote, visualize and see who has depression. Because, of this, I really am upset. Because, no, they didn't. And I bet you, when I submit this forum, this Google forum, that they are going to question me saying, what do you even mean? And I'm gonna have to tell them, like, you may think that you're helping, but in a way you're just making it more apparent to people that you don't really understand what these things have. Like, I have made so many, like, friends from school, but that's because of me being me, and not because of them teaching me, oh, people like this or people like that. I found that it's better to just make friends off of what I like to do and things that I like, because then those are friends that I'm actually going to relate to, and people I can actually talk to. Because I don't want to talk to someone who is going to, not even give a fuck. Just to put it simply. That's really about it for that question. I have a positive and supportive relationship. Ships with adults in my school. I said strongly agree, because I personally feel that this year in particular, the teachers, I would definitely have a strong, like, relationship with, because honestly, I really enjoy hanging out with my teachers. I haven't had a mean one yet this year. And, yeah, that's really about it. I mean, I don't know what else they would be implying in this scenario, so. um, so the next one is a multiple choice. Well, I guess they're all multiple choice, but this is like more, standard multiple choice. It says, uh, so it says, which of the following lists 5 signs of depression? Shy, wears black, bad grades, colors hair, and cries a lot. That's option 1. Option 2 is what I picked. Sad, irritable mood, not sleeping much, change in appetite, self-harm, withdrawing from friends. The third one, sad, irritable mood, wears black, quiet, crying a lot, not many friends. the last one, thinks no one cares, reads a lot, wears black, gets into arguments, bad grades. Now, yes, I will admit there are a decent amount of people who are struggling, who do things like dye their hair or wear black. But in my opinion, that doesn't really define depression, and that's what they told us. They're like, oh, depression is when you wear black, you color your hair and stuff. And I had a really particularly frustrating time with this because that's not at all what it means to be depressed. You can do that stuff and, that's whatever. If it makes you feel better, then, what power to you. But, in my opinion, that's just like a label that people use. It's stupid to me that people would think that that's what makes you depressed is, oh, this person's depressed because he is wearing, black. Like, that's just a stupid assumption. And, like, just because you wear something doesn't mean that you're depressed. Because that would be like, oh, I ran out of white clothes, or I ran out of just, like, normal clothes. All I have is black. That doesn't mean I'm depressed. It just means, like, I don't know. I just feel like people read into it too much. Like, oh, he has wore all black. He must be intensely sad. We should go and comfort him. And I would be over there standing, and I'd just be like, so, just because I'm wearing something, people are nice to me? Like, how's that fair? So, I put, because the second one actually makes sense, and this is not what they told us, but this is really what it feels. Sad, irritable mood, not sleeping much, change in appetite, self-harm, withdrawing from friends. Because those are all legitimate, symptoms of being depressed. Because it's not like, oh, he is wearing black clothes around his peers. Like that, it doesn't even make sense. You can like a certain thing and not be depressed. So, I hope you guys understand what I'm talking about with that. The next one. This one really gets me peeved. What does the acronym ACT stand for? And this is another multiple choice. Achievement for College Chest. My second answer would have been American Cheaters Chest. The third one was Always Care and Talk. And then the one I picked, Acknowledge, Care, Tell, because that's what it is. I mean, I just put it because there's really no point going against the grain. Because they get really pissed off. Basically, the reason why I hate this is there's certain ways to react to different types of things. And when I'm depressed, I don't try to inflict self-harm. It's to me now that I'm a little bit at least more mature, I think it's really just stupid because it's like really killing myself is just, and I know that this is, as you guys would say, is a little bit you're being rude or something, like, oh, people deal with a lot every day, you don't know their struggle. Just because, like, I don't know, it just doesn't make sense to me, because, yes, I've been in the scenario where I've wanted to do that, but now that I think of it, it's such a stupid idea. Like, okay, I have a lot of external struggles that make my head really hurt with the amount of pain that I get from all this stuff. I'm going to end it all just because, there's a bunch going on. And yes, I understand that people go through stuff, and maybe I don't go through all of it that a lot of people do. But my problem is, killing yourself is not the answer. Like, and the reason why I said that this may be a really unpopular opinion, and not killing yourself, I think a lot of people would say killing yourself is not the answer, is, and as I'll put it, killing yourself is just a pansy move. There's no way around it. I'm sorry. It's just so stupid. There's no point in doing it. It's like, so because, you know, you're having a hard time in this particular moment, you're just going to end it all when potentially you could be, you know, the smartest man in humankind. Like that's really what it comes down to, is you can have bad times. Like, that's just part of life. You're not always gonna have, you know, the Footloose movie. You know, sometimes you gotta have bad times to realize how good the good times are. Because without the bad times, then every day is just plain. So, then, like, basically, when I'm depressed, I don't want someone to tell, because the more people that know about it, the more my thoughts turn into, this is just pity, and I don't like it. And that's my genuine thing, is, yes, there are certain times where telling is a good thing. Like, if, say, you know, someone were to start, like, cutting their arm or something, like, okay, then is a good time to tell. You can't really avoid it, because, yes, you should talk to them. At the same time, you should most likely, like, tell someone, just so, you know, they don't do anything past, you know, just cutting their arm. Because, yes, cutting your arm's still not good, but, you know, killing yourself's a lot worse. So, it's probably a good idea to tell then. But when I'm depressed, I don't want someone to tell a bunch of people, because like I said, I don't like a lot of people knowing. I like it, you know, maybe one or two people, so that way I can actually talk to someone, because, you know, this is sort of my way of getting rid of depression, is talking to you guys who watch this. It really helps me relieve a lot of stuff, because, you know, I don't really get that sort of talk thing, just normal everyday life. Like, now that everything's online, I don't really meet a lot of new people in the real world. As well as, not naming names, but, one of my friends has been particularly just playing the same game over and over that no one has. And, you know, basically it's annoying because he only talks about it, and I want to talk about something real. So, yeah, that's why I do this, is because it's sort of like a therapy for me. And I appreciate those of you who watch this to help me get through it, because, you know, it actually really does help me. That's why I'm not in it for the money, is because it's just nice getting to talk to people. Like, when I have people join my streams and actually have a chat with me, oh man, is it the most exciting moment, because I'm actually talking to someone. But, like, right now, the reason I'm upset is because, you know, I'm not expecting people to like, you know, what I'm doing. I only have like 7 subscribers, but that's not what it's there for. Is I just want people, you know, to hear it and relate to me, you know, help me feel better. So, those of you who made it this far in the video, just to see if you actually were paying attention to my little ramble about why I've been doing this, comment. Here, let me look around my room. Comment Bullet Bill, because he's on my wall right now, and you know what? He's pretty cool. So, comment Bullet Bill, B-U-L-L-E-T. No, sorry. Spell it improperly. Spell it B-U-L-L-I-T-B-I-L apostrophe. Okay, and if you do that, until my next stream, I'll be looking in the comments, and I will comment and leave a like on your message. So let's get on to the next one, because I've been talking about it for a little bit. We only have a couple more left. We have 3 more. The next one is also a multiple choice. I can identify and reframe my ANT, which stands for automatic negative thought, or thoughts, if you prefer. Basically, what that's saying is it's like, say, you're like, oh, I'm never gonna be popular, which, I don't really care about that, honestly. I just want a good set of friends. Sometimes, in my opinion, being popular doesn't mean having good friends. And it does mean two different things of being rich and good. Okay. I don't care about being rich either. I mean, it would be nice, but I don't care about money. I care more about having valuable friends. But we're coming up on like 2 hours, so I'm just gonna rush. Basically, I can definitely identify them. It didn't really help me with this. I already knew this. Basically, I had just, I already came up with that on my own. I'm sorry, I really gotta go fast now because, I've been talking too long and I got 2 things I have to for sure get done right now. And then the next one is I have a good understanding of course credits I need to graduate. These 2 weren't the ones that, I wanted to talk about, so I'll speed through them really fast. Basically, if you're younger and you watch this, you have to get a certain amount of credits in high school to attend college, or at least to just graduate from high school. So, well, I guess they're sort of the same. So, basically what it's saying is you need to pass all your classes that there's just a set requirement. Each class has its own individual score for it. I'm sure there's some sort of crazy way that you could find out to cheat the system and, having to do less work for more output. I don't really put that much time into thinking about it because, whatever. I guess I'll just do the entire time. But, yeah, I strongly agree because I understand how it works. I wouldn't look to me to figure this stuff out. I feel like it's better if you just go to your parents to ask questions. I'm sure in high school they'll tell you because, it's sort of required so you aren't in the blank. But, did I just throw my sword? Oh, I thought I just lost my sword. I have a good understanding of my academic programs available to me in high school, such as AP courses, early, middle, college, and dual enrollment. Yes, I have a good understanding, so I just yeah, whatever. And that's about it. I'm sorry, guys. This has been a long thing. And I'm sorry for that, but I gotta post a video today. I don't want to quit on this, because if I quit on this, I'm gonna have an even worse time. So if I continue on with this, it really helps me out. Please leave a comment below if you made it to the end. Comment. Here, we'll do a little riddle. What can of soda can be spelt is dead? Okay, ISDED. Leave that in the comments. And, yeah, leave a like. Like I've said, please share this. The more people that you share this with, the more people that, sort of help me with this sort of thing. I'm not trying to get pity. I'm not that low. I'm not gonna go ask for pity on the internet. I sort of don't like pity in a way because it's pitiful. But no, I just don't really like doing this sort of stuff because it's like you don't really do that on the internet. It's kind of a bad way to look at it, but that's about it. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed watching me mindlessly get killed and super hot. I'll probably, like I said, once I finish the game, I'll probably like restart or just do the levels, like trying to have fun with them and play on stream. Please leave a comment if you'd like to see it, and you know what? I'll do it either way. Have a nice day, and I'll see you guys later.